Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Swa Education, myself Radha, and today we are going to start fruit and vegetable processing method, in which we are going to discuss canning, drying, dehydration, freezing method. So in our previous few lecture, we already discussed pulse processing method, barley processing method, rice cereals processing method, corn processing method, oil seed processing method, and today we are going to target this portion. So if you didn't watch that lecture, you can access those lectures from the playlist. And this lecture are mainly beneficial for the aspirant who are going to prepare for Telangana Food Safety Officer as well as other Food Safety Officer examination. So let's start with our today's lecture. Fruit and vegetable processing. Fruit and vegetable processing industry in India is highly unorganized. The prominent processed items are fruit pulp and juice, fruit-based ready-to-serve beverages, canned fruit and vegetable, jam, pickle, chutney, dehydrated vegetable. So these are prominent processed fruit and vegetables. More recently, products like frozen pulp and vegetable, frozen dried fruit and vegetable, fruit juice concentrate and vegetable curries in restorable pouches. So these are the most commonly used fruit and vegetable that are processed. So these are prominent proceeding item. So there are several methods that are used for the processing of fruit and vegetable, and freezing is one of them. So freezing is a low temperature preservation process where the product is frozen at 38 degrees Celsius and stored at minus 18 degrees Celsius. Freezing is cheaper than canning or frozen. Products are close to fresh product. Means canning and frozen are costly process as compared to freezing and of better quality. So the metabolic activity and spoilage due to post-harvest chemical are retarded by freezing, or we can say reduced or deduced by freezing. Through the product preserved by freezing retain their quality appreciable, the major disadvantage of the process is that the low temperature has been maintained during handling, transportation and storage. So that is the disadvantage, that we have to maintain the temperature during the handling, transportation and storage process. But the quality of this method is appreciable and it is less costly as compared to canning and frozen method of processing of fruit and vegetable. Suitable fruit and vegetable for freezing are mango slice, pulp, pineapple slice, guava slice, orange segment, pea, carrot, cauliflower, beans, etc. Next one is the dehydration. As the name suggests, dehydration. Dehydration is made up of two words. Hydration means water. Dehydration means removal of water, or we can say removal of moisture content. So dehydration is the removal of moisture from fruit and vegetable by artificially produced heat under controlled condition of temperature. Relative humidity and airflow. In dehydration, sufficient moisture is removed so that the product is free from spoilage. Because if there is a presence of extra moisture content, so there is a chance that that product will going to be spoiled. So just to prevent from the spoilage process, we have to do this dehydration method. So dehydration, sufficient moisture is removed so that the product is free from spoilage. But this must be done in such a way to preserve food value as far as possible. Rate of dehydration is so done in hygienic condition to have product of uniform color, then sun dried. Dehydration reduce the bulk, require less storage space and usually cheaper than the other method of preservation. So it is also less costly as compared to other method of preservation of fruit and vegetable. And the main idea behind the dehydration process is to remove the moisture content, as well as in dehydration sufficient moisture is removed so that the product is free from spoilage. And the suitable fruit and vegetable for dehydration are grapes, raw mango, anola, beer, lychee, apricot, banana, apple, carrot, leafy vegetable, etc. So these are the suitable fruit and vegetable for dehydration process. Next one is the canning method of food preservation, or we can say fruit and vegetable. Canning may be defined as heating and sealing of food material in a hermetically sealed container. So canning can be fruit canning and vegetable canning. So in fruit canning, the most important fruit for canning are mango, pineapple, guava, lychee, strawberry, jackfruit, etc. And in case of vegetable canning, the specific requirement for brine strength, exhaust processing temperature, time and type of can, etc. are needed. Suitable vegetable for canning are cauliflower, carrot, pea, beans, cabbage. So canning is a method of food preservation. It can be fruit canning or vegetable canning. So there is the name of the few fruit and vegetable, or we can say most important fruit and vegetable for canning purpose. So process of canning, first one is the selection of fruit and vegetable. So now we are going to discuss that how canning process is done. So first is selection of fruit and vegetable. So firstly we select that our fruit and vegetable should be absolutely fresh. Second one is the grading method. What we did in grading? In grading, selected fruit and vegetable are graded according to size and color to obtain uniform quality. When we are discussing about berries, plum, cherries, they are graded whole, while peaches, pear, apricot, mangoes, pineapple are generally graded after cutting into pieces or slices. So grading is done by hand or by machine such as screw grader and roller grader. Next one is the washing. It is important to remove pesticides, spray residue and dust from fruit and vegetable. So washing is important to remove dust particle from fruit and vegetable. Next one is the peeling. The objective of peeling is to remove the outer layer, peel off. So peeling may be done in various ways: hand peeling, steam peeling, mechanical peeling, flame peeling, live peeling. So in peeling, it is the object of peeling is to remove the outer layer. In peeling, we remove the outer layer of fruit and vegetable, and the process is called peeling. That can be done in any way: by hand, by steam, by machines or by flame. Next one is the cooling. After blanching, vegetables are dipped in a cold water for better handling and keeping them in good condition. So that is the main objective behind cooling. Next one is the filling. Before filling, can are washed with hot water. Why we wash can with hot water? Just for a sterilization purpose, to remove the microorganism that present inside the can. But in developing countries, these are subjected to a jet of steam to remove dust and foreign material. Next one is exhausting. The process of removal of air from can is known as exhausting. Next one is sealing. Immediately after exhausting, can are sealed airtight by means of a can sealer, just to prevent that from outer environment microorganism didn't enter inside the can. So just to prevent from sterilization purpose, immediately after exhausting, can are sealed airtight by means of can sealer. Next one is the processing. So heating of food for preserving is known as processing. However, in canning technology, processing means heating or cooling of canned food to inactivate bacteria. Many bacterial spore can be killed by either high or very low temperature, depend upon that on what temperature bacteria will grow. So if we provide temperature above or below that, bacteria will not survive. So such drastic treatment, however, affect the quality of food. Processing time and temperature should be adequate, or we can say optimum, to eliminate all the bacterial growth. Next one is cooling. After processing, can are again cooled down rapidly to about 39 degrees Celsius to stop the cooking process and to prevent stack burning. And the final is storage. After labeling the can, they should be packed in strong wooden case or corrugated cardboard carton and stored in a cool and dry place. And the outer surface of the can should be dry, as even small trace of moisture sometimes induce rusting. So that's why that is the reason that outer surface of can should be dry. So what we discussed in fruit and vegetable processing, first one is the selection of fruit and vegetable, second one is the grading, and the grading can be done by machines, by hand, depend upon the size and the color that we have to obtain. Next one is the washing. Washing is done to remove the pesticides or the dust particle present on the fruit and vegetable. Next one is the peeling, removal of outer layer of fruit and vegetable, and it can be done by hand, it can be done by machines, it can be done by flame. Next one is the blanching, depend upon steam or hot water, and this is the temperature that given here. Next one is cooling. Next one is syruping. Next one is filling. Filling of our material inside the can, but before that can should be sterilized just to remove the growth of bacteria. Next one is the exhausting. Next one is seaming, and next retorting for fruit, and next is cooling. And then final step is storage. And the storage, outer surface of can should be dry. And after labeling the can, they should be packed in strong wooden case or corrugated cardboard carton and stored in cool and dry place. So this is the flow sheet for canning of fruit and vegetable, and it is very important because here steps are written in sequential manner. So I hope this lecture is very clear to all of you. If you find this video beneficial for you, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe this channel for more such kind of videos. And if you have any query regarding this lecture, you can comment down below. Thank you so much.